Hello and good afternoon to another edition of LDTV Sports. Today we are covering girls basketball between the Shawnee Renegades and the Seneca Golden Eagles. As always, I'm Connor McAndrew alongside my partner in crime, as always, Joe Malagrana. So, Joe, what do you say about today's game?
Well, the Renegades are coming in here back-to-back great seasons. They're coming in with 23 wins in this particular season, so they're really on a roll. They have a senior-laden team. It's tough to find a weak spot in their lineup. Seneca, on the other hand, only coming in with 7 wins. They have a relatively young group. Coach Creel loves their hustle, and we said it many times. They never say die, so we should be in for a good game.
Sounds like we'll be in for a good one tonight, and stick around.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK-MENU or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. Mammoth Restoration and Reconstruction, providing 24/7 water damage emergency services for water extraction, water damage cleanup, and repairs throughout South Jersey. 609-859-5600 and on the web at mammothrestoration.net. Main Street Auto, automotive services you can count on for over 20 years. 856-985-4771. On the web at marltonmainstreetauto.com. Uncluttered, a Lenape alumni-owned business providing professional organization with simple, budget-friendly solutions and maximum results. 856-230-2623 and on the web at uncluttered.space. That's UNCLUTTERD.space. For more information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 868,000, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
Hello and welcome back, as it's time now for the Johnston Sideline Report. Remember, your yearbook, a one-of-a-kind yearbook for your student. Yearbooks in Paranasville, online at johnston.com. We'll send over to Derek Smyers with the report.
Thanks, guys. I've been talking to both head coaches about how they prepared today's game. Talked to Shawnee's head coach, Christy McGovern, and I've talked about how they prepared. They said working on fundamentals and trying to keep themselves, more relaxed when practicing. And I also talked to Seneca's head coach, Lauren Creel. They said they had their seniors run practice yesterday, trying to keep it as normal as possible and trying to keep it, as calm for everybody. And I also talked to Shawnee's head coach about how do they plan to keep the fouls down. And they also have said that they're trying to use fundamentals, keep less hands and more brain. And I also talked to Seneca's head coach about how the upperclassmen has an impact on the way they play. And they said, yes, the upperclassmen have standards and the younger underclassmen, all come in and, follow their lead and try to do their best and play their hardest. So thanks, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, Derek. Time now for the Equitable Keys to the Game, providing millions of customers with life insurance, immune needs, and non-needs-based products since 1859. Equitable, together we'll build the right strategy for your future. You can call us 732-452-7275. For Shawnee, it's finishing on the offense.
Yeah, Coach McGovern has stated that the Renegades have been inconsistent scoring at times this season. They really need to finish.
For Seneca, it's handling the pressure defense.
One of the strengths of here for Shawnee is defense. Seneca's going to have to find a way to handle that pressure.
And for both sides today will be free throws and turnovers.
Absolutely. Always a key for both teams.
So those are your keys to the game, sponsored by Equitable. Now we hear the Seneca starting lineups.
We've already done the Shawnee starting lineups. I'd like to read them out if we couldn't hear them. Number 2, Taylor Chu. Avery Kessler, number 15, one of the captains. Number 21, another captain, Nicole Miller. And another captain, number 55, Nia Scott.
And for the Golden Eagles, we have number 11, Kristen Mellon. Number 12, Jess Pronchik, one of the captains. Number 14, Julia Catondo, one of the other captains. Grace Malesko and Kayla Felicia, with also Georgia Kubler as the other captain for the Golden Eagles.
Okay, we'll be pausing here for our national anthem. Well, we had two of the fine Seneca students play the national anthem, one on the clarinet and one on the flute. Fantastic job. If we can get their names, we'll pass that along to you.
Yes, it was a great job from them.
I was talking to Coach McGovern before the game. She was a little bit concerned because they haven't played in about a week. And, of course, you have the playoffs starting next week. So probably a good warm-up, for her and the Renegades. And, again, the Seneca Golden Eagles, as we mentioned many times, they're not just going to lay down. They know they're underdogs coming into this game. And like I mentioned in the pregame, Connor, Coach Creel very happy with their hustle this season.
And they have wins on the season. They have up to 7 wins on the year. Trying to shock.
Well, they have a lot of pride here at Golden Eagles, as does all the teams in the district, and we'll be ready to tap this off just in a few minutes, and we will be turning our play-by-play over to our longtime play-by-play announcer. He's a senior this year, Mr. Connor McAndrew. Take it away, Connor.
Nia Scott taking the tip for Shawnee. Number 23, Grace Malesko taking the tip for Seneca. The tip was one for Shawnee. Here's Kessler. Gets over to Miller. Kessler going back out to Miller. Seeing a lot of ball movement here early for the Renegades. Chu gets it back out to Kessler, inside to Scott. Now Chu in the corner.
Looks like Seneca's in a 2-3 zone.
Pass inside. Extra pass to Kessler for 3, no good. Rebounded back by Nia Scott. And Scott throwing it up and draws a foul. Nia Scott heading to the line. And a good start here for the Renegades.
It looks like that.
First free throw from Scott is through.
Now on the scoreboard, they have it as player number 2. We don't have a number 2. I thought it was 23, Grace Malesko on the foul.
And Scott hits both free throws. And we see some press defense here on the inbound for Shawnee. Run down with it is Mellon. Kayla Felicia cutting inside, and looks like it was deflected by Scott. It's going to stay possession to Seneca. Kayla Felicia to inbound. Goes inside, stolen away by Kessler. And here come the Renegades. Kessler gets the foul. It's going to be on the floor.
The foul's against number 11, Kristen Mellon. That's her first and the team's second, and we did get correction on that. The first foul was against number 23, Grace Malesko.
Kessler gets the screen, and we have a push off number 23, Grace Malesko.
And Grace picks up her quick second foul here.
Now Shawnee for the inbound. Kessler gives it off to Chu. Kessler looking, finds Chu. Now Shawnee resetting. Kessler. No look pass inside to Scott. Miller sets for 3, and it's no good. Rebounded back by number 11, Avery Dunbar. This gives another possession here for the Renegades. Miller thinking shot. Goes inside to Scott. No foul, but a rebound by Grace Malesko for the Golden Eagles. Malesko gets over to Mellon. Looks like we have Shawnee doubling the ball. A shot by Mellon's an air ball. Looked a little forced there.
Looks like number 4, Kate Matheson's coming in for Grace Malesko, who did pick up 2 quick fouls in the first few minutes of this quarter.
No changes for Shawnee. Kessler quick pass to Dunbar. Kessler in the corner. Taking shot now, she brings it back to the top. Guarded by Kate Matheson. Shoot back to Miller, inside to Scott. Scott catches the dribble, and it's no good.
Thought she was going to get the roll there, but nothing doing.
Rebounded by Felicia, and now here come the Golden Eagles. Matheson. Here's Julia Catondo. Bounce pass, a shot by Mellon. This time, tried to bank it off. Rebounded back by Pronchik. And they're going to say turnover, Seneca.
Yeah, there was a block on Nia Scott. And went out on Nia Scott, so the other way around, sorry. Renegades do keep it over.
Here's Nicole Miller. Gets it back to Kessler. Wide open is Scott, and this time she gets it done. 2 points for Scott on the layup. Renegades now lead by 4. And we have a foul going against Dunbar.
It's her first and the team's first.
Matheson to inbound. Mellon, it's read beautifully by Kessler. It just couldn't stay in play. Seneca will try it one more time. Kristen Mellon bringing up the court. Try to find Catondo. It's stolen away by Miller.
And a tough pass to handle right at their feet.
Finds a three for Kessler, and it's good. Avery Kessler from the corner. And the inbound's tipped and stolen away. Kessler comes up with it. Now Shawnee going for the 2-for-1 opportunity. Finds Kessler again for three. This one, no good. Rebounded by Jess Pronchik. And now Seneca slowing it down. Pronchik inside to Catondo. And that pass intended for Matheson. Going to go out of bounds.
And number 3 went in for Seneca, I believe. Unfortunately, we do not have a number 3 listed. We'll find that out, pass that along.
Chu bring up the court for the Renegades. Chu's pass. Able to keep it in play is Dunbar. Now Miller for three. Is good. Seneca not pressuring that three after just some great ball movement from the Renegades. And this one's stolen right back by Nia Scott. Pronchik couldn't get a good hand on it. And now the Renegades taking advantage of this turnover. Miller inside of Scott. And Scott can't finish, gets her own rebound. And we have a foul called against Kayla Felicia. Gonna call for the push.
And that's Kayla's first foul and the team's fourth.
Remains on the floor. And gets the inbound to Kessler as Matheson had a handle on it. Dunbar swings it over to Chu. Kessler throws it up to Scott and finds Chu for the cutting finish.
Yeah, that's a great setup, a great play by the Renegades. A little pressure here by the Renegades, I should say.
And that pass able to find Pronchik. Now Seneca able to set up their offense. Taking the three, and this one is no good. Shot by Kristen Mellon.
I believe the ball hit the guy wires up there. That's why the whistle.
Number 20, Abby Catalano checks in for the Renegades. And it looks like Avery Dunbar taking a seat. Kessler swings it over to Scott. Scott inside, triple teamed at one point, and then Kessler for three, no good. Rebound back by Chu. Miller fakes the shot and try to drive in, and she draws a foul.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a block on number 25, Kayla Felicia. That's her second and the team's fifth foul.
Cameron Wozniak checks in for Felicia. And the quick inbound to Scott. No foul. And the rebound back by Chu. Chu back to Kessler. Catalano deep to the corner for Miller's three. It's no good. Tipped up. And rebounded by number 3 for Seneca. We're inside a minute. It's been all Renegades. Matheson finds Mellon. Matheson back out to Mellon for three. This one no good as it took 2 bounces off the rim, and now here come Shawnee. Kessler slowing it down, looking for the last shot. We're inside 25 seconds. Kessler inside to Scott, able to regain the pass. 10 seconds now. Chu. Kessler inside to Scott. Scott can't finish. And it's rebounded back. 1 second, throws it up. Shot wouldn't have gone in. That takes us to the end of the first quarter. Renegades lead 12-0.
Yeah, all Renegades in that first quarter. Right out of the gut, Seneca picked up 2 or 3 quick fouls. And again, who do you cover on Shawnee? They have three prolific scorers. And Avery Kessler, who's the leading scorer, close behind her. Avery has 372 points coming into this game. Right behind her is Nia Scott with 368, and behind her is Nicole Miller with 293. And Nicole Miller leads the team in three-pointers. Avery Kessler right behind her with 46. So again, who do you cover? It's a difficult job, absolutely.
And on top of those two scores, they still got Nicole Miller, who can shoot the three ball. You also have Taylor Chu, the ball handler. I mean, they just have so many weapons on the court.
Right, and as we mentioned in the pregame, it's really difficult to find any kind of a weakness on the Shawnee roster this year.
And these girls have been starters for this team probably since, I believe, freshman year.
Yeah, a lot of these girls started. Some of these girls started as freshmen, so they got 3-4 years of varsity experience under their belt. It'll be interesting to see how many, the seniors that they do lose next year. As I said, they have a lot of seniors, but they also have a good number of juniors right now getting a lot of experience. So they still should be quite formidable next year.
Absolutely, as we're ready for the start of the second quarter. Seneca going to start with possession. Number 3 bringing up the court for the Golden Eagles. Pass effect by Nia Scott, and then try to save the...
That's going to be backcourt.
And now Shawnee with possession. Kessler finds Chu. Miller thinking shot. Just passing it out. Sees a mismatch in Scott. Chu inside to Miller. Can't finish. It will be last touch by Scott. Subs come in for Seneca.
Number 14, Julia Catondo, and number 25, Kayla Felicia gets back into the game for the Golden Eagles.
Just Pronchik taking a seat. Felicia. Matheson. Wozniak. Taking the shots. Wozniak off the glass, no good. Easy rebound there for Scott. And now Kessler finds Scott off the glass, and this time it's good. Shawnee on a 14-0 run. And they're going to credit Kessler with the foul.
I think it just went out of bounds. Number 30 for the Renegades, Noel Thomas, sophomore, 6'1" sophomore, entering the game for the Renegades.
Avery Dunbar checking out. Wozniak goes inside. Matheson tried to find Wozniak inside. Good defense there from Nia Scott.
Yeah, good idea on the little give and go there. Unfortunately, the pass was a little bit too far.
Kessler throwing up to Scott, and she puts it home.
And she's quickly putting up a lot of numbers here, number 55.
Shawnee just able to recognize that mismatch between the height between Nia Scott. It looked like Felicia was guarding her. And the quick fast break chance there. Nia Scott with another 2. Score is now 18-0. Matheson try to find Wozniak, and it's stolen away by Kessler. Chu throws it over. Kessler. Scott looking, finds Kessler. Kessler going to drive in. We have a travel violation.
Number 11, Avery Dunbar, going back in for the Renegades, as is number 20, Abby Catalano.
And number 11, Kristen Mellon. Three-point attempt from Malesko, no good. Rebound back by Avery Dunbar. And now Kessler. Catalano. Kessler back to Dunbar. Try to get the steal was Mellon. The shot from Miller, short. Rebounded, and it was last touched by Catalano. Malesko bring up the court for Seneca. Gets the screen by Pronchik. Inside of Pronchik. Throws it up for the foul, and she gets the foul. Pronchik heading the line for the first time today. Subs come in for Seneca. It's going to be after the first
one. That foul was on number 11, Avery Dunbar. Her second and the team's second.
Pronchik's first is good. And the first point of the day for the Golden Eagles.
Taylor Shue coming back in, as is number 25, Sydney Lyons for the Renegades.
And number 15, Georgia Kubler, one of their captains, checks in for Seneca. Second free throw is good from Pronchik. The lead goes to 16. Kessler. Back out to Dunbar. Dunbar thinking shot. Now Kessler for three is no good. Rebound back by Chu. Taylor Chu just grabbing the rebounds.
Yeah, Renegades are getting a lot of second and third chances today.
And this one tipped and stolen away. Here comes Mellon. Behind the back pass, and the finish by Malesko.
Sweet move there.
Garbage into the gold. Kessler. Kessler thinking shot. Gets out to the corner for Dunbar. And the pass. Miscommunication between Kessler and Catalano.
Nicole Miller and Nia Scott going back in the game for the Renegades.
Wozniak inbounds to Malesko. Molesky gets the screen from Mellon, cutting inside. Pronchik throwing it up and draws a foul. Jess Pronchik heading to the line for the second time today.
And the foul's on number 15, Avery Kessler. Her first, and the team's third.
As we have time now to take a look at the replay sponsor for Ivory Physical Therapy. It's a beautiful behind-the-back pass. That's Molesky finishing the job. And both free throws no good this time for Pronchik. Kessler back to Scott. Kessler for three. Good. Avery Kessler starting to heat up for Shawnee.
Yeah, we've seen her before, Connor. She gets in the zone. It's tough to stop her.
Yes, it is. And we have a foul called on Taylor Chu.
Her first and the team's fourth.
Mellon. And good effort there from Catalano.
Great hustle there by senior 5'9", Abby Catalano.
Possession stays for Seneca. Mellon inside, able to find it. Was Kubler out to Pronchik, can't finish. And the rebound by Kessler. There'll be a foul called. Looks like number 15, Georgia Kubler, with the foul.
Her first and the team's sixth.
Kessler out to Miller. Kessler gets the screen, and we have an illegal screen called on Nia Scott.
That's her first, the team's fifth.
1:25 here to play in this first half. Molesky. Mellon swarmed by Catalano, or Nicole Miller. Kubler's bounce pass inside of Pronchik, and she gets the foul on Scott.
Nice take to the basket there again by Jess Pronchik. Nia Scott picks up her second foul and the team's sixth.
The third trip to the line today for Pronchik. She's 2 for 4 from those first two trips, and this time she hits the first.
Noel Thomas going back in for the Renegades for Nia Scott.
Pronchik's second free throw, this time no good, and the rebound by Taylor Chu. Kessler out to Chu. Inside 40 seconds. Looks like Shawnee's going to set for the last shot, as Kessler slowing it down. "20 seconds now. Kessler gets the screen by Thomas. Chu inside and can't finish. Rebound back by Chu. Back over to Kessler for mid-range. Can't get it. And that takes us to halftime.
No, Renegades had two opportunities to add on to their lead, and it didn't fall. But that takes us, like you said, at the end of halftime, 21-5 in favor of the Shawnee Renegades.
And it's just been like Taylor Chu, the shortest player on the court.
seems
Just
the
grabbing
ball. Yeah,
every
seems
rebound.
that she gets to the ball. That's for sure. As we see the Seneca Golden Eagle cheerleaders coming out to entertain us right now.
We'll see what Seneca has in stock. Once again, there's your score. The Renegades lead 21-5 as they've just been firing on all cylinders.
And I'm sure we'll be breaking away soon for a word from our sponsors.
And we'll be back here with the start of the second half after a short break.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK menu or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. Mammoth Restoration and Reconstruction, providing 24/7 water damage emergency services for water extraction, water damage cleanup, and repairs throughout South Jersey. 609-859-5600 and on the web at mammothrestoration.net. Main Street Auto, automotive services you can count on for over 20 years. 856-985-4771. On the web at marltonmainstreetauto.com. Uncluttered, a Lenape alumni-owned business providing professional organization with simple, budget-friendly solutions and maximum results. 856-230-2623 and on the web at uncluttered.space. That's UNCLUTTERD.space. For more information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 868,000, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org. The Lenape Regional High School District mobile app is now available for your iOS or Android device. The Lenape District app provides access to a variety of district information at any time from anywhere. Users can quickly and easily connect with everything from district news to athletic and activity schedules to social media to grades and assignments in one mobile-friendly view. In the news stream, you can customize what information from which schools you want to follow and see all of your content all on one page. The calendar feature allows you to choose from activities, clubs, and sports from each of the district high schools so that you only see the events that interest you. And when logged into the app, students and parents can access class schedules, grades, assignments, teacher websites, attendance, and more. The app even allows students and parents to be notified whenever class grades are updated or when a cafeteria balance runs low. Even the district's Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube pages, as well as directories, teacher contact info, resources, and more are all right at your fingertips. The Lenape Regional High School District app is available for free from the App Store and Google Play. Just search Lenape Regional High School District. So get started and download the Lenape Regional High School District app today. Do you have a favorite sports team from Cherokee, Lenape, Seneca, or Shawnee? The LRHSD app features complete athletic schedules for fall, winter, and spring seasons. Users can configure and personalize their calendar to follow one or more athletic teams. After adding teams to the calendar, choose to view events in list or month view. You can also tap on an event to see more details. The LRHSD app is available for free from both Google Play and the Apple App Store. Just search LRHSD and start adding your teams today. The LDTV YouTube channel is a great way to stay informed about the Lenape Regional High School District. Couldn't attend an event? Visit the LDTV YouTube channel for events like the Students of the Month ceremony, the Armed Services ceremony, and more. Want to see what our alumni are doing these days? Search our YouTube channel for current and previous seasons of Where Are They Now or Prepare to Succeed. Are you an avid sports fan? LDTV Sports has you covered with exciting action from the fall, winter, and spring seasons. And if that's still not enough, visitors can view school-specific content from Lenape, Shawnee, Cherokee, and Seneca, each with their own YouTube channel that you can link to right from the LDTV page. View your favorite programs whenever and from wherever you want by visiting the LDTV YouTube page at youtube.com/Lenape District TV. Take flight in the Air Force JROTC non-resident student tuition program, now offered by the Lenape Regional High School District at Seneca High School. Students accepted into the program will receive instruction in air and space fundamentals, leadership and community service opportunities, as well as a top flight LRHSD education and access to all athletic and extracurricular activities offered at Seneca High School. Along with in-class instruction, Air Force JROTC also includes several extracurricular activities, including teams that learn and compete in drill, color guard, physical challenges, academics, cybersecurity, and aviation. For more information about, or to apply to, the Air Force JROTC non-resident student tuition program at Seneca High School, visit lrhsd.org/tuition. Take flight in the Air Force JROTC non-resident student tuition program, now offered by the Lenape Regional High School District at Seneca High School. Students accepted into the program will receive instruction in air and space fundamentals, leadership and community service opportunities, as well as a top flight LRHSD education and access to all athletic and extracurricular activities offered at Seneca High School. Along with in-class instruction, Air Force JROTC also includes several extracurricular activities, including teams that learn and compete in drill, color guard, physical challenges, academics, cybersecurity, and aviation. For more information about, or to apply to, the Air Force JROTC non-resident student tuition program at Seneca High School, visit lrhsd.org/tuition.
He has and he emailed me to
And we are back. And we are back here with the start of the second half. Once again, the Shawnee Renegades, they lead 21-5 as they came hot out of the gates.
Yeah, and Connor, we wanted to confirm we didn't have we weren't sure who number 3 was, and we did find out that is Maddie Schwartz.
So we have time now for the Justin Sideline Report. Remember, you're with a one-of-a-kind yearbook for your city. Yearbooks and parent ads available online at jostens.com. Let's send it down to Derek Smyers with the report.
Thanks, guys. I talked to both head coaches going into the half. and they both have basically the same response. I talked to Seneca's head coach, Lauren Creel. She says she's pleased with their defense, trying to hold them down with their shots, but their offense needs to move. They need to communicate. They need to put more shots up, hit the threes to hopefully come and overpass and upset Shawnee. And on the other hand, Shawnee has said, their head coach, Christy McGovern, they said she's pleased with their defense. They're moving up with a nice solid lead, but they need to move the ball, keep passing it more, try to run time off the clock, and hopefully come out with the victory on top. Thanks, guys, and back to you.
Thanks, Derek. As we start this third quarter of play, Shawnee will start with possession. Well, ball movement early here, as Derek just said. Chu in the corner. Gets it over to Scott inside and puts it in to begin
beautiful
this
pass there from Avery Kessler.
third quarter of play. Maleshko bring up the court for Seneca. Gets the pass over to Katondo. Katondo inside. Takes the dribble and finishes. And a good start here for Seneca. And a timeout, Shawnee, their first.
No, we have that timeout. I'd like to mention the coaching staff for the visiting Renegades. 9 years as head coach is Chrissy McGovern. She's assisted by Maddie Etkins, Taylor Ryan, and Taylor Gilligan.
And for the Seneca Golden Eagles, their head coach is Lauren Creel. It's her 7th year as a head coach. And she is assisted by Gerald Sigafuse and Danielle Flake.
You did pretty good on that name. That's why I picked Shawnee first. I mean, you handled Gerald's name. Did a good job on it, though.
Thank you. Taylor Chu to inbound for Shawnee. Kessler gets it out to Miller. We're seeing Shawnee cutting a lot to the basket. Chu open for three. She's going to take it, and she drills it from the corner. Taylor Chu. We'll see if Seneca can respond. Felicia back out to Katondo. Bronchik calling for it in the paint. Now Maleshko thinking shot, now goes over. Can't finish, rebound right back to Bronchik. Try to draw the foul now, here's a steal. Avery Kessler all by herself, and she finishes. Maleshko gets the screen by Bronchik. Gets it inside and throws it off the backboard. Rebounded back, and the foul for Kristen Mellon. Foul's on Avery Kessler. It's her second.
And the team's first.
Mellon getting 2 at the line. And she can't hit the first. Mellon's second free throw is good. Kessler bringing up the court. Scott out to Chu. Back out to Chu for three. It's good. Taylor Chu starting to catch fire.
Another sweet shot, left-handed shot by Taylor Chu.
Maleshko. Mellon gets it over. Mleczko taking on Dunbar. Mellon's pass stolen away by Dunbar. Dunbar inside of Scott and stolen away by Katondo. Mleczko able to keep possession. Gonna take the shot. It's no good. Rebound back from Pronchik. Can't finish. Ball's on the ground, and they're gonna say it's last touch by Pronchik. Kate Matheson checking in for Seneca. And it's Katondo taking a seat. Kessler thinking shot. Now going to go up and off the glass and in. Avery Kessler.
Yes, great ball control there as she's going up. Had some resistance on defense. It manages to lay it off the glass for 2.
Mleczko just lost control and a turnover for Seneca.
Abby Catalano back in for the Renegades for Avery Dunbar.
And here's Maddie Schwartz checking in for Seneca. Dunbar and Felicia taking a seat for both sides. Catalano's pass to Chu, gets the screen. Kessler out to Chu. Chu going inside. And we have a foul against Maddie Schwartz. Her first. Inbound by Kessler. Kessler going up. Off the glass, can't finish. Rebound by Kristen Mellon. Here comes Seneca. Mellon for 3. This one no good. Rebound by Scott. We just don't see any of Seneca just crashing for the rebound. It was just a easy opportunity for Shawnee to collect the rebound. Now Kessler from the corner is good.
And again, who do you cover?
Schwartz gets the pass and nearly stolen away by Kessler. It's going to stay possession to the Golden Eagles. Cameron Wozniak checking into the game for Grace Mleczko.
And for Shawnee, Abby Catalano back in, and Kate Schaefer, number 22, going in for Shawnee.
And Sydney Lyons also checks in for Shawnee. 3-pointer from Mellon this time, no good. Catalano went to the ground there. She looks like she's okay. Lyons gets it over to Catalano. Here's Chu. Chu gets the screen. Going inside. Shot by Lyons is air ball. Rebounded back by Miller. And she finishes.
Again, second and third chances, like you mentioned, for the Renegades.
It's been a killer. Now Mellon cutting inside, trying to draw the foul, and it's just right into the hands of Taylor Chu. This one's stolen over by Schwartz. Maddie Schwartz. Here's Pronchik. Now Wozniak with a fake, and she gets the foul. Cameron Wozniak heading to the line as the foul's called on Sydney Lyons.
That's her first and the team's second.
Wozniak's first, and it's no good. Subs coming in for both sides. Georgia Kubler and Julia Catondo back in for Seneca. Nia Scott, Avery Dunbar, and Avery Kessler back in for the Renegades. Wozniak's second free throw is bounced out. Unlucky there, and now here comes Kessler. Dunbar can't finish, rebound back by Kessler. And a foul called.
It looks like it's going to be a number 4, Kate Matheson on a block. Her first and the team's second.
Kessler for the inbound. Schaefer gets over to Scott. Scott rolling up, can't finish the layup.
Nice move, just couldn't finish.
Rebound by Wozniak. Wozniak. Kubler. Matheson, and that pass.
Just off the fingertips of Abby Catalano. Renegade, oh, the other way around.
Cameron
Wozniak. I'm glad you're here.
We're inside a minute of this third quarter. Schaefer. Scott back out to Schaefer. And stolen away by Matheson. Kubler fakes the shot, throws it up, and gets the foul. It's going to be on Sydney Lyons, her second.
And the team's third.
Georgia Kubler. One of the captains for the Golden Eagles. First free throw is good. Second free throw, also good. Kessler running down the court. Gets a pass to Dunbar. Lyons inside to Scott. Able to regain it was Lyons. Now Scott inside and finishes.
And another great look pass by Avery Kessler.
Last shot here. Schwartz to throw it, and it's short. That's going to take us to the end of this third quarter. Shawnee continues to dominate, leading by 30. Fourth quarter coming up in just a few minutes.
And I have to refresh my memory on a possible running clock. I thought it was 30 points in the second half. Running clock, we'll have to see. I'm pretty sure that's what the setup is, and we'll just see if that does happen.
As we get to see Seneca's dance team.
Again, as we see there, Lauren Creel, her 7th season as head coach. 3 returning starters from the 21-22 basketball season. And earlier, again, I was talking to Coach McGovern. Their only loss in the regular season schedule was to Cherokee. I believe it was a 4-point loss. You see their 9th season, 3 returning starters from 21-22. And they would be possibly meeting them again in the playoffs, because both of them for basketball are listed as Group 4, because, you know, Connor, we schedule sometimes the group changes in playoffs, and we're not sure, but it was confirmed that both Cherokee and Shawnee will be in Group 4 for the playoffs.
It's like each sport, just Shawnee's in a different group for like each sport, basically.
Right, and Coach McGovern said that I think there were like 70 students over the limit to be almost becoming Group 3, which they may drop to Group 3 next year. We'll just have to see what the enrollment is for next school year.
Interesting. As we begin the start of the fourth quarter, Maddie Schwartz with the ball. Matheson, and a foul called to begin this fourth quarter. It's going to be on Nia Scott. It's her third.
Right, and we do have running clock. The scoreboard is running, even on the foul.
Schwartz for the inbound. Has to get it in, and does so to Katondo. Katondo can't finish, and the rebound by Miller. Shu got the screen. Now Kessler going inside, draws the foul and the one.
And one for Kessler.
Kessler getting one here, and the free throw is up and through. Georgia Kubler with the foul. Here's Schwartz. Now we have a timeout, Seneca. So we have time now to thank today's crew. As always, I'm Connor McAndrew alongside Joe Malagrana. For our silent report, we have Derek Smyers. For our option 2 students, we have Tyler DeSantos, Celeste Yaney, Aiden McGee, and Eli Francoeur. And for today's crew, we have Jeff Price, Aiden Miranda, Devin Morales, and Tyler Thomas, as they've done an excellent job here at LDTV.
Now, during the timeout, Coach McGovern was asking the referees why the running clock, and I don't think it was a question of that it shouldn't be a running clock, but I'm not sure. Possibly that the clock should stop on fouls. I'm not totally sure on that, so I don't know if that got cleared up or not, and we'll see if there's a foul if the clock does in fact stop.
Kubler to inbound. Schwartz gets over to Matheson. Katondo. Wozniak cutting inside, blocked by Scott. Yeah, Scott read that perfectly. And a timeout, Shawnee.
And I believe it's a 30-second timeout for Shawnee. I believe that's their second. They still have 3. And I believe Seneca only used one of their timeouts. They should have 4 remaining.
The lead by 33 as we have time now to take a look at the replay. Sponsored by Ivory Physical Therapy. There it is, the block, Nia Scott. Wozniak had a good drive going, and then Nia Scott rejects her.
Certainly she has to know she's going to go up against Nia Scott. The possibility of getting him blocked, if not blocked, definitely going to have to change her, her positioning on trying to lay that ball in the basket.
Chu inside to Catalano. Still keeps possession. Shot by Thomas. And rebound by Kristen Mellon. Gets it across the court to Maleshko. And stolen away by Chu. Looked like that last steal by Chu was just so effortless.
Yeah, they're very smooth out there.
Here's Kate Schaefer. And this time Chu loses possession.
We shouldn't have said anything.
The announcer's curse. Mellon. Maleshko over to Felicia. Taking the shot. It's no good. Rebound by Noelle Thomas. Dunbar. Schaefer, too many passes there, stolen away by Kate Matheson. Kayla Felicia stolen back by Taylor Chu. It's interesting to know that Avery Kessler leads the team in steals. And we've seen a bunch of steals today from Taylor Chu. Now Chu for three. And it's short, rebounded by Pronchik. Felicia throwing it up, and she gets the foul. It's going to be on Noelle Thomas.
Well, you mentioned the steals. Taylor Chu is second on the team with 42, behind Avery Kessler's 104 steals.
It's at least Taylor Chu, the junior. So she still has time.
And the clock did, in fact, stop on the foul, so that's why Chrissy McGovern was howling a few minutes back. Why is the clock running?
Second free throw is good as well from Felicia. Thomas finds Catalano. Lions almost stolen away by Mellon. And now Julia Catondo checking in for Matheson. Kate Schaefer for the inbound. Chu inside to Thomas. Spin, and it's in. Noelle Thomas with a nice finish there. Mellon finds across the corner for Maleshko's three, and it's no good. Rebound back by Felicia. And Catondo is fouled. It's going to remain on the floor. It's going to be on Sydney Lyons, her third.
And the team sixth.
3 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Maleshko throws it up. And a tough draw there. Both Maleshko and Catalano to the ground.
Yeah, the foul's going to be on Abby Catalano, her first, and the team seventh. We'll have a 1-and-1.
Looks like Grace Maleshko confused about the one and one.
They giving her two? I guess they are giving her two on the shot. Okay.
First free throw no good, but we have a substitution here for Shawnee. It's number 4, Macy Miles. And second free throw good from Maleshko. Chu Gets it out to Thomas. Chu goes to the ground. Ball still in play and regained by Miles. Chu from mid-range, it's good. Had some contest on that last shot, but she hits it anyway. And a timeout, Seneca.
Well, Matt, perfect time for getting more people into the game with just 2:04 remaining.
As we have time now to take a look at the replay, sponsored by Ivory Rehab Physical Therapy. It's Miles pass to Chu. Taking the mid-range, and yeah, there's some good contests there from Kristen Mellon. But Chu looked unfazed as she hit that shot.
Yeah, she has a sweet touch on the ball, a sweet shot. Always has an opportunity of bouncing around and going in. Nice light touch on that shot.
Kiki
Bastarich
checks in for Shawnee, as well as number 33, Alex Rubano. Maleshko couldn't keep it in play, and a turnover for Seneca. Bastarchi. Rubano inside of Miles, and she draws the foul and the basket.
Miles gets the 2 and 1. Junior, 5'6". 5'6" junior, I should say. Number 4, Macy Miles, trying to get a three-point play here.
Free throw is up and good.
And she gets it.
Here's Maleshko. Maleshko taking on Miles, and she gets the foul.
It's Macy's first, the team's 8th. 2-point shooting foul.
Maleshko's first. This is an air ball. Second free throw is good. 1:05 left here. And stolen away by Mellon. Mellon throwing it down the court. And stolen back by Lions. Miles. Rubano. Newer stolen away there by Katondo, regained by Miles. 20 seconds now. And this one is stolen away by Mellon. Mellon throwing it down the court. Katondo. And a good tip there from Sydney Lions. 9 seconds now. Kubler, Schwartz, Matheson, and Wozniak check in for Seneca.
Tondo will be shooting 1-1.
And it's good. She'll get one more at the line. Second free throw, no good. Rebound back by Kubler. As we'll say, it was last touched by Lions. We now have 8.7 seconds remaining. Kubler to inbound. Gets the bounce pass and try to find Katondo. Now Miles to inbound for Shawnee. Varsity gets the inbound, and she gets the foul. 4.7 now.
First foul on Julia Katondo. And the team's 5th.
Kiki Varsity. Miles, 2 seconds. Throws it over, stolen away by Wozniak. And that puts a close to today's ball game. Shawnee dominates on the road with a win of 50-15. And they move to, I believe,
24-4. I know the graphic earlier had 23-3. I believe they came into the game 23-4. That would get their record now to 24-4.
As they inch closer to preparing for this playoff push.
And 7-16 for the Golden Eagles.
Good effort from both sides today. Shawnee just had the hotter hand.
Right, and again, they're coming in 3rd ranked in the mean 15, the Renegades, and they'll be getting ready for the playoffs next week.
As we'll throw it over to sponsors and then be back with our play and player of the game.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK menu or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. Mammoth Restoration and Reconstruction, providing 24/7 water damage emergency services for water extraction, water damage cleanup, and repairs throughout South Jersey. 609-859-5600 and on the web at mammothrestoration.net. Main Street Auto, automotive services you can count on for over 20 years. 856-985-4771. On the web at marltonmainstreetauto.com. Uncluttered, a Lenape alumni-owned business providing professional organization with simple, budget-friendly solutions and maximum results. 856-230-2623 and on the web at uncluttered.space. That's UNCLUTTERD.space. For more information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 868,000, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
Time now for the Equitable Player of the Game, providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuity needs, and other needs-based products since 1859. Equitable, together we'll build the right strategy for your future. You can call it 732-452-7275. We'll send it down to Derek Smyers, standing by for the interview.
Thanks, guys. I'm here today with our player of the game, Mia Scott. So, Mia, what was your mindset going through today's game?
I think we're really getting ready for playoffs right now. This is our last game of the regular season, so we wanted to come in with the mentality that we're going into playoffs, get a good win in, get a good game in before we go, and just getting ready.
So, mentally, what was going through your mind before the game?
I was really thinking, working on offensively. I think that's a big part of what's going to make us successful in the playoffs. And also just working on some different defenses. As you saw, we played a 2-3, 1-3-1, working on a lot of different stuff as a team and individually. So personally, I was just working on my offense, finishing, and all that stuff.
So do you think you could have done better? You could have done the same?
I think I can always do better. There's always stuff to work on. But I think that we all played pretty well together. But there's always something to work on.
All right. Thank you, and we'll send it right back to you, Connor.
I mean, just what a game there for Nia Scott.
We were talking about also Avery Kessler had one heck of a game. She started lighting up from the threes, and Nia Scott was a recipient of some also good entry passes in from Avery Kessler during that game.
And also give credit on the defensive end to Taylor Chu, as we have now time for our play of the game, sponsored by Allstate. And it's by Michael McDyer, CLTC 609-654-1426, or at Michael McDyer at allstate.com. Allstate, you're in good hands. And it's going to be a steal by Kristen Mellon.
And behind the back pass.
Right to Grace Malesko to finish it. And that was just an excellent play for Seneca. And that was
absolutely a well-deserved play of the game.
And it was their second basket of the game. As that takes us to the end of today's game, the Shawnee Renegades take this one 50-15. Shawnee getting the job done on the road. So that's going to take us to the end of today's broadcast for LDTV Sports. As I'm Connor McAndrew alongside Joe Malagrana. We will see you for the playoffs.